everybody, and welcome to another mega mini. I did not do that right. Of Games My Mom Found. I should say our first mega mini of Games My Mom. That's the way I wanted to say it in my head, but then my brain just started talking. That's what we're gonna stick with. All right, and I am Mike Albertin, and who's with me tonight?
Mega Michael K. Hughes.
There's gonna be a lot of mega in this episode.
It's a very mega episode.
Yeah, and why don't you introduce what lovely game you made me go back and play?
We're playing, let me find the year, 1990s, Mega Man 3.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, man, I love Mega Man 2. Yeah, this ain't no Mega Man 2.
For a long time, you either loved Mega Man 2 or you loved Mega Man 3, and I was in the 3 camp, but after replaying this, I'm not entirely sure why.
Why you were in the camp or why you're not anymore? I can tell you why you're not anymore. I will tell
why
you
I was. I think I just wanted to be a contrarian because most people like 2.
2 is a really good game.
It is a good game.
3 is... Okay, I'm going to say bad things about 3, so we're just going to put that disclaimer in here before we get any farther in the show. 3 is a good game. 3 is a very good game for NES, and probably a good Mega Man game. It's just not... I fucking hated it. I didn't fucking hate it, but I did not enjoy it. So Mega Man 3 is a lot like any other Mega Man game, the NES era. You have your 8 Robot Masters to choose from. And, I mean, some of them are kind of cool. I mean, partly I didn't know who to fight first. I fought Top Man first because I thought that was the boss order, was Top Man first. It's not.
I always go with Magnet Man first.
You're supposed to. That's what Google told me to do. I fought him after Top Man. Now, Top Man is just... Well, one, he's stupid. He's a guy has a top on his head. That's his specialty. He has a top.
Yeah. He does little pirouettes.
Oh, God, that is the worst power-up I've ever seen in my life in any awful Mega Man game.
It's terrible. Even on the things it's supposed to kill, it barely works.
I mean, it worked on one boss. I mean, so what you do, you have to jump as Mega Man and then press the button to attack, and he spins. And if you get the guy right, you'll hit him, but you might hurt yourself, too, in the process.
If you're not a Mega Man fan, what you might not know is if you touch an enemy, you take damage. So even while you're using this attack, you're typically getting hit by something.
It is terrible. It makes no sense. I don't understand. It made
its way into his moveset in Smash Brothers, though.
Top Man?
The little spin attack, if it's Mega Man's like running attack, I think. Dash attack.
Of all the Mega Man games to choose from, or all the abilities, they chose Top Man for one of them.
Yeah.
Okay. No fucking idea why, but okay. I don't know. He's my least favorite of the set, and apparently he was worked on he was created to work on other planets in search of the energy element needed to build Gamma.
Okay.
I had no idea why he has a top in his head, and he has rolled.
Yeah, I'm not sure how top comes into play on that.
Yeah, that's called
spins through space.
It's called throwing ideas at the wall and see what sticks, and even the one that falls off, you just go, well, let's go with that one.
I just know they're running out of ideas in Mega Man 3.
They kept going, though, so they must have not.
So people give shit to Plant Man from 6, but, like, Top Man?
So I can't be the only person out here. Like, when we did so throughout this game, as you go through different levels, they make you fight Proto Man a few different times. I fucking sucked at the Proto Man fight.
First appearance is in this game.
Oh, yeah. Is he Proto Man in this game or Break Man? Or
He's I'm not sure how that shakes out. I think he's Proto Man in both. I think Break Man's the evil one that you fight. Something like that.
I got nothing. I sucked at the fight. The fight is not hard, but I sucked at it. I sucked at this game.
Like the one in Hard Man stage where it's not level is kind of a pain.
All the pain. This game was I had a really hard time playing the game. Like I can blow through 2. I had played 2 so much over the years, or hell, even just over the course of a month, where I can play through 2 pretty good. But this game, I felt like I never played a Mega Man game before.
It's tough. It's definitely one of those early hard ones.
Like, it's not the game's fault. Like, I'm just going to say that. Like, I know I'm going to talk more shit. But it was just really hard for me. And I felt very handicapped. Even with Rewind, I'm playing this on Legacy Collection, I still was very handicapped and not having fun. I felt like the game was cheating me, that I just didn't have the tools needed to play the game. That's what I want to say with handicap. Not, and it just feel like I wasn't, the game wasn't helping me out. And I hated it. I was not having fun.
Breakman is an alias used by Proto Man in Mega Man 3. So it's just another name he went by.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, it's cool that they introduce him, and this is also the first game that introduces Rush.
Yes, and the slide.
Oh, God, the slide is not good.
No, not in this one. Not in this one, no. It's not super useful. It's basically just to slide through tight corridors or tight spaces. But, like, I didn't find myself using it during the bosses or anything.
I used it a few times, but it was more just because I would rewind, see, okay, how can I get out of this attack so I don't get hurt? And sometimes slide would work, but I didn't like it.
I love Capcom, and when they do release these old games, they add that rewind, because like Darkwing Duck, we never would have made it through. Oh wait, I did make it through. Never mind.
Twice.
It wasn't fun. It was not fun.
You beat the game legit.
Yeah.
Because you are a sadist, apparently. So,
but still, it helps.
I mean, so the first boss I know we should have been talking about is Mega Man. I like Mega Man. I think he looks cool. He's all red. He's got a Megan on his head because that's the theme of this game. I like him. He's one of the characters I didn't like fighting him because he beat the shit out of me for some reason, even though he's not that hard. But I like him.
Yeah, I feel like he's one of those Robot Masters, and when you mention Robot Masters, he's one of the first ones you think of. He's just got that Mega Man design to him.
Yeah, that was another thing with this game. Like I've done Mega Man 2 mostly Buster. I could not do anything in this game Buster.
No, you gotta use the weapons in the
and I don't like to use the weapons in Mega Man. It's not the right way to play Mega Man. I just don't. Except for boss fights, I like to only use Buster. And the game was not nice about that.
Yeah, I don't recommend that in this one, especially when you get to the Wily bosses. There was no Buster anymore. They're rough.
So, like with Rush, he also has 3 abilities in this game, which I thought were cool that you unlock as you beat the different levels. I'm not sure if you get them from certain levels or you just get them as the game progresses.
Yeah, in most games, 2 you get the items, and this one you get Rush. They're usually with the specific Robot Master.
Okay, because you get Rush Coil, which you start out with, lets you jump on Rush and get higher. You get Rush Jet, which is a jet. Really fucking useful, by the way.
Yeah.
And Rush Marine, which is just an underwater sub thing.
Mm-hmm. I think this is the only one that one was in.
I got nothing. I mean, yeah, I got nothing. This is my first time ever playing Mega Man 3 all the way through.
No, it was in 4, and then it was in 2 for the Game Boy.
2 for the Game Boy. 1 and 2 for the Game Boy I did play for the show, sort of. I played it before our episode 20-something when we went through Mega Man 1 and 2. A long time ago. It was a different cast.
Long time ago.
We will replay those Mega Man 1 and 2 someday.
With
I like
them.
Wily War, not Mega Man 1 and 2, I mean Wily War 1, the Game Boy ones.
Oh, I gotcha.
They deserve a legitimate mini episode.
Oh, Wily Wars is something totally different. That's the
that's the Genesis one.
That's the Genesis one. That's the updated 1, 2, 3, and then the Wily Tower tapped onto it.
Episode something. Okay, enough of that. So Mega Man 3, one of the bosses that just is, to me, is a dumb boss, is you fight a cement mixer.
Hard Man.
Hard Man is just, I mean, and I remember as a kid, I don't remember making Hard Man jokes. I must have been too young of a kid to make those jokes. But I don't like Hard Man in this time. When I played this time, I didn't like his level with the stupid monkey chasing after me. I didn't like anything about
the bees
him.
That you have to get hit by at some point.
There's issues with this game. Like I'm not good at Mega Man games. Spoiler alert. But with like X, I feel like I can do X because I get power-ups, I get things. I mean, the regular Mega Man, there's none of that. It's just get good. So even with Rewind, I almost ran out of lives.
Really?
You sucked at Mega Man, okay? Even with Rewind, I'm like, I gotta die and get more health because I can't beat this boss even with Rewind. And I'm rewinding all the time.
Making contact with a boss just like drains your health. It's like a third, a half of your health. It's ridiculous.
Bad. They do a lot of damage to you in this game. And again, I know it's me because I'm watching a playthrough as we're talking, and the guy's just blowing through this game like nothing. He ain't even getting hit. So
these are probably people that have played the game dozens and dozens of times too.
Yeah. People just know what I mean, the levels are cool. I mean, they do fit each aesthetic to what you're doing. I just didn't enjoy them. I didn't like how Breakman or Proto Man keeps showing up throughout the levels fighting you. Like, I hated everything about him.
The level design, I feel like you said, you could get through 2 with using just the Buster. I feel like they designed these levels so you had to use all the weapons in your arsenal to get through unscathed.
You also have to use Rush Coil a few times.
Mm-hmm. And Rush Jet.
Oh, yeah. Rush Jet is really damn good, but it makes you use things. I don't want to use things because it's just it's like that weird mentality where I just want to save it for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason to, but just that's how I play games.
2 force you to use the items a couple of times. It was in the Wily stages. Which makes sense because that's when you would have them all.
Freaking Wily stages. So, another thing I did notice about this game is I got a lot of energy tanks. I needed the energy tanks, but I was able to get them pretty easily throughout the game.
Mm-hmm. And I had like 6, I think, by the end.
Like 7 or so.
Yeah. You need them. Like you said, even with Rewind, like, you're still taking a whole bunch of damage.
Yeah, like the bosses do so much damage to you. And then when you beat Hardman, you get that hard knuckle where you punch. Everything about Hardman is just like a freaking sex joke, I feel like.
Well, they had Woodman in it too, so it was a natural evolution.
Yeah, Hardman's worse, I feel like. The next boss I think we should mention is, for some reason, I really like this character. Is he good? No. Does he talk like a dumbass in the Mega Man cartoon? If I remember correctly, yes. I really like Snake Man.
I knew you were going to say that. Snake Man is really cool.
I don't know why.
The official art of Mega Man with the Snake Search little thing is super adorable.
Its ability is terrible.
It's good for the Mega Man clones.
Oh, a Mega Man clone, I just did Buster.
Oh, no way.
I don't use abilities when I can help it. That's why, it's me making the game harder than necessary. It's like, here's a tool to help you. No, I don't want the tool. I'll just do it the hard way. Like, it's my fault.
You gotta make it hard, man.
I did. It wasn't I don't know why. I just don't like using the weapons. I like saving them for the boss fights.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, you should use them. They get replenished after every level. That's not a Wily stage.
Yeah.
But
you can at least use the ones you know you don't need for the boss.
I mean, I had a guide, so like I could easily know what was coming up, but still, I wouldn't use anything anyway.
Yeah.
And Snake Man level is kind of cool. Where you have giant snakes in the level. It's probably my favorite level in this game.
Everything's made out of snakes.
I don't know why, but that's kind of cool. But that Search Snake, I only used it on one boss because it's somebody's weakness, but it wasn't very good to me.
Gemini Man.
I don't like Gemini Man.
I don't remember him being quite the pain that he was.
Pain in the ass.
Because, like the name implies, he splits into two, and when you shoot, he stops moving and shoots back at you, and I don't remember that being a thing. Maybe it's just been that long since I played this.
He dies quick with the weakness, though.
He does. They all do, really.
I wouldn't go that far. There were a couple where I used up the entire weakness and had to start the fight over because I just didn't kill him and I died first.
Well, part of that's using top spin, which is just dumb.
That when I was supposed to use top spin, that was just a Buster fight, I think.
Yeah, you have to get lucky that it doesn't sap all your weapon energy when you hit it.
It doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, right.
I farmed things in this game. Like I had to farm extra life. I just would not have made it to this game otherwise. And I was rewinding.
It's crazy.
It was just so challenging for me that it was just frustrating the hell out of me. I mean, I love the fact that I have rewind, because even with save states, this would have been really difficult.
Yeah. I feel like you would have got it eventually, but it would have taken way longer.
I would have got it with save states, oh yeah.
Yeah. Once you start learning patterns and whatnot.
I don't learn patterns.
Just like,
this is your first time recording this?
the Mega Man
time for that.
Credo.
I should say I don't got time for that, damn. I don't know. It's just, again, the bosses have I felt like they had kind of long iframes too in this. I don't think they do, but it felt like it to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think it was more me than anything, but,
Some of them, like Magna Man, have those invulnerability phases. When he uses his Magna power to pull you in, you can't hurt him until he stops.
Yeah, that was really annoying.
Yeah.
I do like in the stage select screen when you see the 8 bosses, wherever you go, Mega Man's eyes follow.
Yeah, first time it's done that.
Does it do it every game after?
I think so.
Okay, we'll definitely talk about it, I'm sure. So the next boss I want to follow up with is another character I really like. Not as cool as Snake Man, but I really like Shadow Man.
Oh man, Shadow Man's the best. He's a ninja.
It's not fun to fight though, and his level's not fun either.
That's true. It's got the best music though. I love that music.
Music, what?
Oh, you.
I had music on actually for this game. I just didn't care. I just did not care whatsoever, but I did have audio on, and I didn't have a podcast on or anything.
That might be why I prefer this one, because most of the tracks are super good in this.
But also, I'm rewinding every second, so it's like...
That's fair.
I didn't care about the music.
Oh, it's good.
I just kept hearing that, him getting hurt, whatever sound he makes, for all those issues, and him falling to his death. I heard that a lot, too. Also, I don't think this game has as many fall deaths as some of the other ones. Maybe
no. I mean, Shadow Man stage definitely does with the lava pools and whatnot.
And then the lights going off, yeah, and the grenades. And
then Snake Man's got those bits that are up in the air. You got to jump from cloud to cloud.
Okay, maybe there was some, and I just didn't really think about it because I just rewinded.
Yeah, that helps.
Made the game possible. Well, the Shadow Man just looked cool with the freaking shadow with the freaking ninja star on his forehead and stuff.
Yeah, he's a ninja.
It's a good ability too. That was actually an ability I used a few times. It was very good.
Yeah, it's kind of like the quick boomerang from 2, except it just shoots straight out and comes back. It doesn't arc at all.
You can diagonal shoot it though, I want to say.
You can do that, yeah.
Which I used on one of the Wily bosses.
Oh, you pretty much have to on who's weak to that? Sparkman? Yeah, he's kind of jumping around in his stage. It helps.
Sparkman's another one I kind of like for some stupid reason. The reason I like Sparkman is stupid because when I was a kid, I sucked at games like this, but I would love buying strategy guides. So I bought a strategy guide for Mega Man 1, 2, and 3, and on the cover was the Mega Man 3 cover that said Sparkman.
Oh.
I don't know what happened to it now, but I used to have that. I just loved guides. Because I was really bad at games, so it was a way for me to experience the game without being able to play it in a way. Shadow Man's weakness is Top Man.
Yeah, right.
God, it's terrible.
Speaking of the box art, this is the first one where Mega Man doesn't look like some kind of weird 50s B-movie sci-fi guy.
It looks like Mega Man.
He does. Top Man looks ridiculous. He kind of looks like Bubble Man.
I like Bubble Man. I do like the cover of this, though. I like Sparkman just looks cool in the cover. He doesn't look as cool in the game, but he looks really cool in the cover. Does that count for anything?
He looks pretty cool. He looks cool in the official art. I don't think anyone really looks cool in the game.
Okay. I'll give you that. Yeah, okay. The official art is kind of cohave where he's orange and has needles for some reason on his arm.
Yeah, which is another move in Smash that Mega Man gets.
They must have really liked 3 for some reason then.
Yeah, because he gets the slide and his up B is Rush Coil.
I mean, 3 is a very popular game in this franchise.
Oh, absolutely. So
it's not
Rush and the slide were the 2 big ones.
And Proto Man.
And Proto Man.
I mean, I don't care about Proto Man, but I know people like him.
Dr. Wily turns good. He wants to help build a peacekeeping robot named Gamma that's 8 stories tall. That'll keep the peace.
Yeah, it would if you maybe don't jump in it yourself and use it against people.
Spoilers, Dr. Wily's the bad guy at the end.
Oh, there's only one robot master that we should touch on real quick before we move on to Wily stuff. We haven't touched about Needle Man. I like Needle Man's design. If I remember correct, I think I had a figure of Needle Man too.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Your knitting grandmother. He wants to just knit you a nice sweater with those needles.
He's a stupid boss.
Yeah, so the most annoying thing about him is he's weak to the Gemini laser you have from Gemini Man. You can only have one laser out on a time, and they bounce around the chamber until it either hits Needle Man or disappears. And so if you miss it, you just kind of have to wait while it bounces around the screen. It's dumb.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. I learned that real quick at Gemini Man, that if I missed, we rewind and re-aim better.
There you go.
It was not nice when you miss. Okay, maybe I was wrong. I thought I had a Needle Man toy, but I don't think there's a figure of Needle Man, or Google just not helping me find what I want.
Maybe you used him in Mega Man Soccer.
We will cover that one day.
Someday. Be another mini.
Oh, yeah. I just can't remember. I know I had Drill Man as a kid, but that's another...
Man. I love Drill Man.
I'm not sure what game he's from.
He's from 4. So we'll talk about him soon.
Maybe not that soon, but I don't know how much excited I am to go through another Mega Man game after this one. But
get over that PTSD first.
It's not fun in this game. I mean, so they're not. I mean, I know for some people these are really memorable bosses. For me, none of them felt super memorable.
Yeah, I think it's based on how often you played the game. If you played 2 a whole bunch, then obviously that cast is going to stick with you more.
2 was my game.
Right.
2 is still my game. I do like it though. After you beat all 8 bosses, they randomly put 4 other bosses on the screen before the Wily stage.
I know we just played this game. I kind of blocked that out already because I hate those bosses.
When I beat the 8 bosses, you're halfway done. I'm like, well, yeah, Wily stage. And then all of a sudden the 4 things popped up and I'm like, what? What's this? And I couldn't do the first. There was one, when you did very beginning, the one in the top left corner, and you starts off, you have to use Rush Coil, and you climb up a ladder, and there's a ladybug from Super Mario 2 coming down the ladder. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, how the hell do I get past this?
Magnet Missile.
Or Gemini Laser.
Or
I found out watching the thing. But yeah, I could not figure, I'm like, because I was trying to do it with the blaster, because, I also want to use the Mega Buster. Nope, didn't work. I had to use different weapons.
So yeah, basically, like you said, you have to redo 4 of the stages, but they're harder?
They're different stages.
Yeah, right.
They're different stages. They're harder, and the boss is different because you're fighting some of the Mega Man 2 bosses. You fight all 8?
You fight all 8. You fight 2 in each stage, and they are a bit.
They are really hard.
Yeah.
And this is a guy who played a lot of Mega Man 2 who kind of knew down, I can play through Mega Man 2, but this was not fun.
Because, you don't know their weaknesses, because obviously you don't have any of the Mega Man 2 weapons, and just their patterns are all weird. I'm sure it's the exact same as they are in 2, but I was having a hell of a time fighting these guys.
I was too. I was cheating too, and I had a hard... Because you played this legit, right?
No, I did end up playing on the Legacy Collection with Rewind, because, I don't have time. I don't have time for that.
I guess it's been a long time since the days of Darkwing Duck, huh?
Yeah, well.
Actually, it might be a long time depending on when I release this. So, yeah. But also when you first joined games, my mom found you're like, oh, I got time, and then you're like, oh, wait a second, this is crazy.
Well, now that our next game that we're recording, next game we're playing for the show is kind of a super long one. Yeah, we don't have the time to learn Mega Man 3 for a mini that'll be released 6 months from now. Nah,
you're not wrong. It won't be 6 months, but it'll be a little bit. That depends. I don't know yet. So it's just, I don't know. There's not fun. I mean, I wasn't, and the levels are kind of long, and you were saying you fight two bosses, and it's not even the bosses. They have they all have the same type of robot body that they use, and they just transform, and you see the robot master from 2 come down and come into their body.
Yeah, the dock robots. That's what they're called.
And I would have rather just fought Metal Man and Flash Man. Like, why couldn't you just give me those sprites? You already put them down. Like, just make me refight them. I don't care.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe
I don't understand.
Limitation they couldn't animate them all the way. I don't know.
That doesn't seem right, though.
It's 1990s Capcom. I figure they would have been able to figure that out.
Or maybe they thought it'd be cooler to have a different design.
Yeah, who knows?
Because I want to say the Super Nintendo is not that far away from this. I forget what year Super Nintendo comes out, but
I think it was 90.
Because I know the last couple Mega Man games, Super Nintendo was out and people were moving on to Super Nintendo.
Yeah, it's like I don't have the list pulled up in front of me, but I know 6
1991.
was 6 was late in the NES. The NES.
5 and 6 are definitely released during that time. Mega Man 4 is the one that I'm going to look right now. The one I can't remember when it was released exactly.
4 was 91 in Japan. 5 was 92.
Okay, so 5 and 6 are definitely Super Nintendo era.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get X right away.
When did we get X? If only I had the list right in front of me and could control F to find it.
So after you finish the 4 random weird bosses, then you finally go to the doctor. You get to Dr. Wily's castle, and you get what you expect from your Mega Man game. And one thing I do got to say is, like, in some of the Mega Man 2 boss levels, you have to use Rush Jet a couple times, which was kind of cool. You have to fly around, dodge enemies, suck up energy, and keep going. Otherwise, you won't make it.
Yeah, and the endless space section.
I mean, and I think it was cool that I got to actually use it though. But I even had a hard time with Airman in Mega Man 3, and I have no problem with Airman in Mega Man 2. I can beat him with Buster without save state and anything. I can take him out. And this game, I got my ass handed to me.
Yeah, now that I think about it, that's probably one of those bosses I should have been using the slide, because I don't think any of his whirlwinds touch the ground. I think they're all one block above. So that would have helped. Didn't think about it. Slides. All right, Mega Man 7 came out in 95, and by that point, X3 also came out in 95. So we had 3 X's out and then 7.
Yeah, that 7 is one I have no real connection with at all.
It's fine. I know people kind of shout on it because it wasn't the original NES anymore. Mm-hmm. And like you said, by then X was already out and people loved it. So
I loved X1. I will see what I think of X2. Hey, actually, maybe you could, depending on when I publish this, you might know what I think of X2 already.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not far off.
No, it's not. No, you will know what I think about X2. What am I saying? You already will know at this point. Because that will definitely be published by this time. So I don't know. It's just one of those things where it just did not click right with me for a lot of times. Mega Man, the regular Mega Man doesn't click with me at all.
Yeah. Like, I'm definitely... This one used to be my favorite of the original 6 for some reason. But
you're not the only person. If I would have asked for questions, which I did not, I'm sure there's people who really love this game.
Oh, yeah. But there's also a lot of people like us who have not played it in many, many years.
I was excited to play it, sort of. I mean, I heard nothing but good things about it.
I was excited to revisit it, and that waned pretty quick.
There was one boss, I think it's in the first Wily stage, where you fight looks like a giant Met, but he spits out red balls at you.
Oh, yeah, the mini-boss.
Oh, he's a mini-boss?
Yeah.
I liked him. I used him to get a lot of extra lives.
Yeah, he's not bad.
I didn't use hard knuckle like you're supposed to. I just shot him.
Oh, maybe he was a boss.
No, he's a mini-boss. You're right. I'm watching a playthrough right now as we're talking.
Oh, yeah, the first boss is the thing that shoots out the turtles.
That was a really dumb boss. Like, that was a dumb boss.
Oh, man, you use Shadow Blade on that thing, though, to shoot the thing straight up and...
Okay, so for those that don't know, it's a little robot thing at the top of the screen. You're in the water, so you can jump higher, and it just launches turtles at you. Robotic turtles. You shoot the robotic turtles, and that's how you beat them. That's it.
Yep.
Show's over, folks.
The Kamagoro Maker, according to the Mega Man knowledge base.
It's really stupid.
It's an odd one.
One of my least favorite things in this game.
You want to talk about your least favorite thing in this game? The next boss?
I don't remember the next boss.
Is the Yellow Devil Mark II.
Okay, that was, even with Rewind, that was a bit of a pain, but he went down quick, but I couldn't use the way I'd like to beat him.
Yeah, he's pretty rough. I feel like he's not as bad as the original Mega Man 1.
For a guy who played Mega Man 1 less than a year ago, he's definitely not.
Yeah, he doesn't like flying off screen. He just goes back and forth.
Yeah, and except for the first time, it's really easy to see where it's coming, so you can plan better. The first time when he comes on the screen, you're blind, but after that, you can kind of tell what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't terrible with the Rewind.
He kind of moves in like pillars from time to time.
Yeah, he doesn't go super far. He wasn't terrible.
Nah. And you just use Hard Knuckle and you're good. You can kind of curve the bullet with that weapon.
It was a lot better than fighting the Yellow Devil in Mega Man 1, that's for sure.
Oh god, I hate that thing.
That is one of the worst fights in Mega Man 1.
Oh yeah.
Mega Man 1's bad though.
We'll have Rewind next time.
I had Rewind the first time.
Oh well, jeez.
I mean that episode might get I don't know, but so
it was and then after that, Powered Up.
I did. Oh yeah, I really like Powered Up though. Powered Up was really good.
It's good. Go back and listen to that episode.
Yeah, that will be up by this point too. So and then the next boss after Yellow Devil is Holographic Mega Man, which that was kind of fun for me. I didn't have a problem with that.
I had a problem with that.
I didn't even know what to do. Like it spits out 3 Mega Man that are running around on the screen with you, one on each level, and I just went in the middle and just shot the middle one a bunch, and then I won.
So you got lucky because only one of them's vulnerable at a time. And...
yeah, it kept being the middle one.
Oh yeah, well yeah, you got super lucky then.
It was the middle one, then it was the middle one again.
There's a teleporter in each of their platforms, and they swap places, so it's kind of a shell game of which one can be damaged. But the Search Snake makes it real easy.
Oh, you want to go for the real one?
It'll pass right through the copies. So you just kind of shoot one on each platform, and it does a ton of damage. So you find the right one, you just unload on them.
Okay. Another question I have for you, maybe you can answer it. Why the hell does Gemini Man level full of tadpoles and bubbles?
That I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the astrology sign Gemini.
That could be it. I don't know. So I was just curious. I'm watching the playthrough, and I'm like, made me think for a second.
I like shooting all those bubbles, though.
I do too. So I had no problem with the copy robots. I was a little worried about it, but I blew through that super quick. I'd also like the shape of Wily's castle. I'm a big fan of the castles.
Oh yeah, they're always good.
Back before I started this podcast, and I used to make little collages. I took the background of all those images and threw them on a collage and put like the Mega Man Robot Masters around it.
That's awesome.
I should send you pictures of that someday.
I love how all of his castles have like this superfluous event that just sticks out of the side for no reason.
They look cool. They look really cool. I've always been a fan of the castles. As a kid, I would see the castle, but that was about as far as I was ever going to get. But they are cool. I love the little map where each time you beat a level, you get closer and closer to the castle. And this game even tricks you too, because you get to the last level, and then another one appears.
The old fake Wily bit.
So also, I had mistakenly thought that I wouldn't have to refight the Mega Man bosses because I already fought the Mega Man 2 bosses. And then all of a sudden I'm like, what, refights? And you're like, welcome to Mega Man. I'm like, well, I know, but I fought the 2 bosses. I thought that was, you're like, nope, we just put more game for you.
Yep.
I didn't want more game.
Gotta pad out that length a little bit.
I wanted less game. And that's not Mega Man's 3 fault. That's Games My Mom Found's fault.
This is like the first time that it's done that. Every game after this, like the next one, you go through the 8 Robot Masters, and then you go through the Dr. Cossack levels, and then you go through the Wily levels. Like each game has another layer to it now.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Is Proto Man in 4?
I would assume so.
Oh, it's been a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah. That's probably the one I played the least.
Okay, I know 5 has Big Pink Gravity Man. I know 6 has Centaur Man.
6 is good.
We'll see about that.
People don't like 6, but I still like 6. That one I know, because that one I actually go back and play every now and then.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll let you tune back in eventually in the show, and you'll find out.
We'll see what you think about it.
I've never gotten past a single boss without rewind, or when I played legit back in the day, so yeah. We'll see. So, and God, what the hell was I talking about? Okay, so you have the refights, which pissed me off because I wasn't expecting them for some reason. And then you fight, who's after the refight? Is that the Wily Machine? Yeah, Wily Machine 3. This was a stupid fight.
It is a stupid fight.
So, for those that don't know what Wily Machine looks like, think of it looks like a big giant ball of yarn with 2 needles on the side that you use it to climb across the level, and you have a turret on the bottom, and the turret what you have to shoot.
It kind of looks like a weird crab.
Yeah, okay, crab's probably a better thing than a ball. it's not. And then you beat him, and then you have to fight him again after Dr. Wily comes out. It's just
it's essentially the same fight too. He's just gotta shoot Wily now instead of the empty cockpit.
It's also faster.
Oh wait, no, the first time you shoot the cannon sticking out the butt.
Yeah, then you shoot the cockpit.
Yeah, there you go.
You can just rush jet all the way up and shoot him. That's what I did.
Oh yeah, that'd work.
I had enough energy tanks. I'm like, I'll just energy tank it. I'm fine. You can't kill me.
I just curve the hard knuckle up. Curve the bullet like wanted.
Good game.
Take a word for it.
We'll find out. Don't worry. Trust me. You will be taking my. You'll find out personally.
Proto Man he's in every game after this.
Okay. Do you ever get to play as Proto Man?
In 9 and 10.
Oh, so I never get to play as Proto Man. Okay. So after you beat Wily's machine and you beat Wily, he gets down on his hands and knees and then his head becomes a spring. You find out it was a fake robot.
Wah, wah.
So then you get the real final level, which I like the way it starts off. It gives you extra life. It gives you extra health. It gives you an energy tank. Like, they get you all ready to go. I thought it was cool. It's
kind of menacing, too. It's, like, really eerie.
I like Gamma. I thought Gamma was cool.
I guess 2 did the same thing with no music, and it's just the dripping acid sound effects.
No recollection of this event, but okay. No, Gamma, so I can't be the only one. When I see Gamma, I think he looks like Guts Man.
Yeah, they really like Guts Man.
Yeah, they do. I don't, but they do. And
he's back in 7 too.
Oh, great. And also with Gamma, so this giant, the whole back of the screen is this boss, and he punches you from the right side of the screen. You have to jump on his fist to then climb up platforms to then shoot Wily in the face, or apparently if you do a right top spin, you can kill Wily in one hit.
Yeah, I use top spin.
Okay.
It does have its uses.
So it looks like Wily dies in this, because in this ending, he gets hit with the garbage, and so do you, but Proto Man saves you and leaves Wily there to die.
Yeah, yep.
So in Mega Man 4, it starts off, they must think Wily is dead then.
Huh. I don't recall.
I don't either, but I've never played 4, so.
I mean, that would track since you got Dr. Cossack.
There is a story to these games. I just don't know what the hell it means.
Yeah. It's one of those things I always have to look it up, because, unless you watch that opening cutscene, you're not going to get it.
Yeah, which I don't do.
Read
the instruction book.
Wikipedia for 4 says, a year after Gamma's defeat in Mega Man 3, many thought Dr. Wily was dead after he was crushed in the last game.
Okay, I have in there. So in the credits, it starts showing you all these robots that Dr. Light made and I don't understand why. It shows you all the bosses from Mega Man 1.
They really want you to see all the hard work.
I mean, they had nothing to do in this game, and he's running across this grass and just showing you all those robots. I didn't understand why.
I got nothing on that.
Okay, and even has a misspell where it says for Mega Man, it says former assistant Dr. Wright, not Dr. Light,
which
Dr.
is
Wright.
It's his Japanese name.
Oh,
but they also put an E in Wily's name, so who knows?
Oh, and in the final credits, when Mega Man is looking up at the sky and he sees Proto Man for some reason in the sky, there's a little alien ship of Dr. Wily's in the top of the right side of the screen.
Oh yeah, Wily's a little capsule thingy.
So showing he survived.
Wah-wah.
Of course, because it's a Mega Man game.
Yeah, they can't kill off the main villain. They got to use him 7 more times.
Look at Sigma the same way. You killed Sigma. I'm back. Yeah, that's Mega Man 3 for you guys.
Did have a couple other things to mention since we were playing this on the Legacy Collection. Did you look through any of the concept art by chance? Take that as a no.
I was trying to think of something smart to say that wouldn't come off as mean. But I was like, what can I say? I got nothing.
So they had some kind of interesting stuff in there. There's a lot of unused concept art. Rush was originally going to be a falcon at some point instead of a dog.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. And he had an unused form as the dog where he was going to be like a little drill car, which I want to say was one of Mega Man's specials of Marvel vs. Capcom. Something
you
like
would
that.
know.
Yeah, well. And they also had a couple of unused Robot Masters. There was Plasman, P-L-A-S, like plasma. Plasman, okay. Vacuum Man, Smoke Man, and Dash Man, which I thought was kind of interesting because I love the Robot Masters. They're definitely the highlight of these games for me.
Same here. 4 has some of my favorites, but we'll get there next time. Yeah. Because I'm a big fan of Skull Man and Pharaoh Man.
And Drill.
I like Drill Man. I really like Pharaoh Man, but I'm also big into Egypt stuff at the time when I was on stage.
I guess Vacuum Man was kind of repurposed into Dust Man in 4.
Who the hell is Vacuum Man?
That was one of the concept ones.
Oh, from that you were just talking about that I wasn't paying attention to. Okay.
Good to know.
Thank you. I was reading. So, should we go to Shelf or Box for Mega Man 3? Anything else you want to say?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right, I'll go first. I think it's obvious. This is going in the box. I like Mega Man, but I suck at Mega Man. Even with Rewind, I wasn't having fun with this game. It just wasn't for me. It's a good game. If you enjoy it, I'm happy that you enjoy it. I'm sorry that I just could not, and I did try. I put my heart into it. I played it, and took me 3 days to beat this game. And I'm playing Rewind here.
Yeah, take breaks.
Yeah, I beat 4 Robot Masters, sent you a picture. Beat another 4 Robot Masters, sent you a picture. Beat 2 of the clones, beat the other 2 clones, then I beat the Wily stages in one night. Yeah, a couple different sittings. But this going in the box, I never want to play 3 again, and I will gladly play more Mega Man games and see how I feel. How about you, Mike?
It's definitely a product of the time. Like I said, it came in 1990, so hard as nails NES game was kind of all the rage at the time. Got your Castlevanias and whatnot. So oh man, I didn't have fun this time. Like you said, it was kind of frustrating. And if I want to go back and play classic Mega Man, I'll pop in 6 and run through it again. So it's going to go in the box for me too. I'm sure I'll play it again someday, but it's not something I want to immediately go back to anytime soon.
Don't worry, we won't have to.
Unless we play Wily Wars.
We will play Wily Wars, yes. Because I think that game...
We at least got to do Wily Tower in that.
We'll do the whole thing, because it's a different game almost.
Yeah, we don't have Rewind, though.
We'll have a different version of Rewind, sir.
Good save states.
I ain't playing the game legit. For one, to play Wily Wars legit, I would need a Genesis. I would need to go back in time. So one of those is completely impossible.
Yeah, because it was only on the Sega channel or something?
Yes.
Something weird?
I mean, you can buy reproduction cards, yes, but...
Oh, yeah.
That is not legal. But then again, not like anyone's going to care of that game.
Keiji Inafune doesn't care anymore, so...
There's also Mega Man 3 for Game Boy, which we are not covering this many.
I have 4 on the Game Boy for some reason.
They're actually different games.
Yeah.
They are a different game with some different bosses that actually take place in the storyline of Mega Man. There actually is a timeline for Mega Man, which, we'll talk about someday.
Yeah, because you fight 4 of the bosses from one game, and then 4 from either the previous game or the next game, or
something like that. Yeah, they do some. We're eventually going to cover those in minis. We'll group them together and cover a bunch of them.
We gotta do Mega Man 5. That's a totally unique game. That's one where all the bosses are named after the planets.
Oh, they're completely different Okay, I know what you're talking about.
It's a good one.
Yeah, we'll cover all those eventually.
I remember it being good. Who knows anymore?
Hey, remember Operation Raccoon City?
That was your fault.
You're welcome. All right, I think that about wraps up this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, we did other Mega Man games. At some point, we did Mega Man X episode 85, I think. We did Mega Man 1 and 2 in the early 20s. I don't remember the number. I don't have it pulled up in front of me, but I know it's between 20 and 25. I can tell you that much. I think it's 22, somewhere around there. So definitely, if you need more Mega Man, check that out. We also did Mega Man Powered Up. We did the first Mega Man comic by the time you're hearing this. So check those out.
X2 is episode 99, which will be out.
Yes, it will. So definitely check that out, too. Oh, God, yeah, it's fun. I love our time paradox we create on the show. So definitely check those out. We also do comic episodes throughout from times. We check those out. We do movie episodes. We're currently going through the MCU, and we have a bunch of those out at this point, hopefully. So definitely check those out. And if you enjoy the show, please tell a friend, tell an enemy. Let somebody know that you enjoyed us. It's a great way to help out the show. And again, I also want to say, if you enjoy, you can be found on any podcast platform. We're also on YouTube now, so please let people know and subscribe to us on YouTube. Let people know. Also, want to give a shout out to our awesome intro and outro, courtesy of Bobby, aka Mike Stoney from his EP Bite the Bullet. Song is the Cool Kid Squad. So please check him out and see a link in the show notes to his YouTube channel. Yeah, follow us on YouTube and leave comments about how wrong our opinions are. Yes, because at this time we've been on YouTube for a while. So. I love time paradoxes. All right, I want to thank everyone for listening. Oh, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm constantly posting new images, usually when I'm not working too much. But what's going on with the show? So definitely follow that up, and we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.